So every now and then in Destiny, we get a character that enhances and enables our big blue characters. And Rowland, Jedi Protector, yes, I didn't say that right, but more on that in a minute, is just that person.
A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando.
Hey there, Star Wars Destiny folks. Welcome back to Destiny Friday here on Dice Commando. Welcome to the Commando cast. Thanks for checking in once again and for continuing to check in. Now, before we get into the whole thing, yes, I kind of made the joke in the beginning. Roland, I didn't know what this guy's name was. He was on screen for like 8.3 seconds in one of the series. That's on me for not being the best, but I thought his name was Roland forever. But no, his name's Kawlan Roken. So that's the joke. Made me laugh. May not make you laugh. Either way. All right, and I do want to, before we get into this, kind of throw something out there. We have not been doing great on the Destiny videos in terms of like to view ratio. If you're watching this and you like Destiny, throw me a like, right? It really helps with the algorithm to get it out there. It's not just for me. It's to help with the engagement and to get this thumbnail in front of other people so they can click on it and find Star Wars Destiny and keep this community going, right? So, 300 episodes in, I get it. Click, you watch, listen to me talk, prattle on, as I'm doing at the moment. But just slam that thumbs up, and let's help keep this game alive. So, all right, now, the motivation for this cast, and I want to give a huge shout out to the Clooney boys, right? The smelly Wookiee boys for running this duo. Go ahead and pull it up. They were running this pair, I think it was 3 tournaments ago for Dice Commando tournaments, and I was really impressed with how this worked. Now, the disclaimer is the deck that they had, I'll go ahead and throw it up now because why not? But the deck that they had was pre-February errata, so they were running, they were running basically every restricted card, or every card that's now restricted, whatever, you get it, right? But I thought it was a really inventive deck. So it was high stakes Yoda and Kawlan, and it was basically a big blue Yoda deck. And I really thought that was interesting because I'll be honest, we all kind of get in that mindset. We've all done it. Every single one of us in TCGs, whether it be this game or another, you go through the set on a release. And you say, this card's awesome, this card's not, this card sucks donkey balls, and then the donkey balls ones get erased from your head. And one of them for me, was Kawlan. I wasn't very impressed with him, but I was wrong. I think he really enables this big blue archetype. Try saying that 3 times fast. So yes, his dice aren't great. To be fair, from an EV standpoint, they're not bad, right? But I'm not overall impressed with his die, but he's 9/11 with 10 health. He's a leader for whatever the heck reason, but that's not completely irrelevant, but largely irrelevant. But when you control a Jedi character, this character has Guardian, and then his PA, heal 1 damage from one of your characters and deal 1 indirect yourself, which is perfect for blue heroes, because what do they do? Like, their hero identity, their faction identity is shields, right? That's pretty great. All right, so let's go ahead and roll down the Clooney Boys list. Again, like you can see, I took it today, the day I'm shooting this, you can see a lot of exclamation marks there, which denotes restricted lists, violations, not then, but now. So only 9 upgrades, which makes sense. But they had, a number of, hits there, which I think you would expect overall, running Jedi Temple Guards, Jarkai, Tusken Camp. But even so, I was very impressed with the stability of this deck, and I honestly don't know that we've seen, again, this is one of the things that I have to fall on my sword on, I don't know that we've actually seen a better effective 9-point pair up for Blue Hero, especially because he's got yellow, which is really good right now for Vibro Sword because that looks at elites and all that. Very, 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 very strong. So I went ahead and what I'm putting up now is my take on the deck now that we are incorporating the restricted list of sorts, not of sorts, of actuality. So I do still think that going with the Taru Mastery is the way to go. That's kind of my take. I'll kind of make that argument in a little bit on the next deck here. But a Taru Mastery and then Force Sense, that's huge. Lavish Cape is awesome. The Lavish Cape Black Market Connection thing, again, I've been very public with my opinion on how cards like Black Market Connection fit into or should not fit into this game, but it doesn't change the fact that it's here, and it's a good card, and Lavish Cape fits right into that with the draw. I do like Killian because it heals not only when it plays, but when it moves, so I think that's really good. Vibrosword, and then Yoda's Lightsaber. So that's my 11 upgrades. Do keep in mind that we have to move some cards around because restricted, because you can't run Temple Guards and the potentially very, very OP camp, right? So I do have Jedi Temple Guards, Black Market Connection, Blue Milk, Contentious Opportunity, Fear Nothing, Harness the Force, Jedi Mind Trick, Luke's Offer, Strike a Deal, and then Way of the Jedi. Jedi Mind Trick is what I decided to go for the 1-of to balance out the 1x Force Sense. I kind of including Force Sense just because I think it's cool, and you're kind of doing big blue. That card's really good. So the next take I had on this was, once I really started thinking about it, is, Qui-Gon never really all that much saw his day in the sun, and Path to Mastery is also very, very good because it enables those big blue upgrades. Specifically, Ataru Mastery is pretty bonkers good with Qui-Gon, right? Because he gets the extra upgrade and the extra shield. So what I'm showing right now, again, Ataru Mastery, Force Sense. So it's very similar to the first deck you've seen, except in this case we only have 9 upgrades. We're not going to be able to bounce as much. So I thought that less upgrades would be better here. Jedi Temple Guards, of course, which is fantastic. Much of the same shell, Black Market Connection, Blue Milk, Contentious Opportunity, Fear Nothing, Jedi Mind Trick time 1, Luke Offer. In this case, I actually backfilled with On Guard. I think that makes a lot of sense in this deck. Not only does it do a shield, but it also has the ability to ready Force Sense if needed. I have Saber Swarm, which makes sense because we're really going for the Ataru thing, Strike a Deal, and then the Way of the Jedi. So those are the decks I've been playing around with now around this build. But I think it's pretty cool to really explore Kawlan himself, right? Kawlan Roland, good old Roland, right? Keeping those blue heroes alive. So that's really where I've been lately. Every now and then, like I said, we make a bad call, or not really a bad call, but you just dismiss something that probably shouldn't have been. That was mine. I was not on big blue single die, 3 die starts. That's kind of rough in today's world. But when that 3 die start can, really think about the value of the power action and all that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Combine it with Yoda, who can do all the recursion and get bonuses out of it. That's very strong. So, again, huge shout out to Darth Clooney and the Wookiee boys for sharing their list with me. I really appreciate it. And congrats for doing what you did and really changing my mind on this. So, anyway, let me know in the comments if you've been playing. Luke is still a thing, right? Luke is out there. Have you been playing this with Luke? Have you tried it with Luke? It's no secret that blue-yellow is really good, but what have you been doing with this guy? So, anyway, let me know in the comments below. Again, remember to smash that like button if you're a Destiny lover and you support the videos. I thought it was worth it. Anyway, that'll do it for today's Destiny Friday. Again, thank you all for being who you are, for continuing to watch, for continuing to support the community. Keep rolling 3s or specials, and go Commando.